Hey everyone, it's me, Spiritlight, and today I will be talking about a secret boss that I think will appear in the Shadow Generations, which is Sonic Generations part of the game, and just about Shadow's bosses in general. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, let's go! So first off, I want to address that to see who I think the final boss is, just watch the video, because by the end of this video, this should all make sense. Okay, so let's start off with the first boss we ever saw in Shadow Generations, Black Doom's Eye. We saw him floating around Shadow and talking to him, and I think Black Doom's Eye boss fight will be us defeating waves of enemies while boosting at high speeds in the level with transitions that will blow your mind away. That's if you haven't seen the gameplay from Summer Games Fest. The Black Doom's Eye boss fight, I think, will have us fight him at the end of the encounter with epic transitions. I think this could also mean that, yes, it could just be like Sonic Forces, but I think that this is much more different than Sonic Forces because that's a whole separate video to begin with. But this is different than Sonic Forces because you have more transitions, you have different pathways, and even in the boss fights, I'm pretty sure you have different pathways, and it's just so much more. It looks so much more better than just running in a straight line. I mean, yes, there's sections that you're running in a straight line, but this is just for a separate video. The biolizard is the second one that was shown to us in the trailers. This fight will have us face off against it like in SA2, but in Sonic Generations' own type of fashion and way, but with more shadow powers and abilities. In this fight, I also do wonder in the final version of the game is that I wonder if we will get a Maria flashback as to show Shadow again why he is here on Earth fighting the creatures and anything that threatens us humanity. Now we get into the third boss that has not yet shown to us, or has it? I wonder. A lot of people who have yet to see this or just didn't see it from a Twitter post about the hub world, and right here, literally right here, you can see that this could only mean one thing. Yes, mephiles. I know, you guys may think I'm crazy right now, but if you could go back, just real quick, go back into the past and to Sonic 06, there you can see the exact same stuff when fighting against mephiles when you're in the Shadow story. Right here is the third boss that I think that they have yet to show us. Because Sonic Adventure, or Sonic Generations, has 3 boss fights for Sonic. Including like one from Classic Sonic, but that's completely different. But they will have 3 boss fights for Shadow. They have shown biolizard. They have shown Black Doom's Eye. But they have yet to show a third one, and I think it's mephiles, because if you're going back in the past as well, mephiles was such a was one of those bosses that was such a huge villain according to Shadow's lore, and just like, because in the Sonic 06 story, they were like, dude, this mephiles guy looks just like Shadow, like why? And it's just a huge impactful thing that happened in Shadow's lore and in the games as well, and just building up the Shadow's characteristic. But I think that they may want to go back into Sonic 06 and show mephiles boss fight again, just because I think Shadow, they're trying to portray Shadow as to him back into the past in his good old-fashioned way, and not this super edgy person. But that's just that's for a different video. Now, I want to address this as well. Sega knows, I think, that yes, they could have done better on the Sonic 06, but they have seen a lot of people see how much they love the game with Project 06 that is made by a fan named Chaos X. Sega sees this, that we love this boss and game, at least the game from Project 06, for most fans. I think they realize this, and so they are bringing this boss fight back. Because usually in companies, how they work, now, I could be wrong about this, so take it with a grain of salt, but companies see when a game does bad, and if it does really bad, then that company would not want anything to do with that said game in the future as any reference, nor gameplay, nor as any similarities from that game. But since Project 06 has gotten so much popularity, I think Sega now realizes that this game could have been 10 times more better if the game wasn't rushed. I think this could be huge for the franchise in general, because I think they may bring back more old games that did bad back then, and then remaster them despite if they did bad or poorly. I really am hyped for this new remaster, and it just brings this game back to life again because it makes this game 2 times more longer than the original version. You could literally beat within 2 hours. Kid you not, you could literally beat within 2 hours, or even quicker than that. I think this is honestly a good choice because this also makes everyone happy because Generations is a game that everyone loves and enjoys, including me. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, let's go!